judge it. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Stroud from the pistol. Buying some time left. Going deep right away. Big gain downfield. And he's able to get this down to the 36. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. 1st down, ball at the 36. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Keeping it with Mixon. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Look at hot, look at hot.
On play action, here's Stroud. He rolls to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender. And even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Love gonna air this out to start. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Love from the gun. Gets everything he has under this throw. Brought in inside the 20. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. On now is McManus to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jair Alexander with the stop. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. It's a gain of 22. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And in for the Houston touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Shotgun now for Love. He's got time here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hut.
Love out of the shotgun. He puts some power on a deep one, and And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Mixon on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing is Stroud. Has his man. It's Mixon. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. So some time to maybe reconsider. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. We'll see what they choose to do. It's 4th and real short inside the red zone.
Look at hot, look at hot. Hey, uno.
Running for it, Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Outside, hot.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Complete on the option. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
You, yellow. Let's go now. Blue striker. Ready.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. This is on target to Christian Watson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Ready?
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
3-3.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Completes this one to Kraft. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. And it's the Packers looking at 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play fake, it's Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Getting out to his left. He's running with it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Down.
Love. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
White. Set. Black shot. Set.
4th down, here's Love. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Cut by Diggs. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
1st down, Stroud. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He lofts it deep left. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go, set. Ready.
1st down throw, here's Love. Gets this one to Watson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Blaster, 6.
One final shot before halftime. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Nixon now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Ready.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. Set.
Love from the gun. That'll be complete to Jacobs. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. They got him the ball back.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
560. Claws red. Ready.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Watch out now. 50 series. Come on, 38. 10 cycles. Ready?
Love to throw again. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
On the ball.
Offense up to the line fast. From the red zone now. Cut by Jacobs. Punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. On play action, here's Stroud. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers take over at the 41-yard line. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ready?
Takes the handoff, now Love. He fires one deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers twist the knife after that interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Madden. Slide through. Set.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now. Check, cut.
Jacobs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Quay Walker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Into traffic, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Try and get it to Nico Collins. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. On the move, headed right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers get it back after making their third first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Yellow. Come on, set. Hut.
Play fake, it's Love. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Working quickly here.
97. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's got Watson. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers push their lead to 18. On now is McManus to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. He's going deep. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Now he's throwing deep, left side. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Strike down. Blue strikers. Set, go.
From the pistol, here's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Love. The throw is caught. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
10. Here we go. Set.
Love looking to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this.
And he's across. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers put up even more points in a win. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. On now is McManus to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
South. Look the hot.
Throwing from the gun here. He's loaded another one up. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Oh no, they get him yet again. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Strike. Set, cut.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep running away with this. this. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His third total score in this game. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
On the quick, right? Why, Tony? 11.
Throwing is Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Has his man. It's Mixon. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. They are throwing it again. And they pick him off again. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Packers take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate. Russell Wilson, he loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a 2nd interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework, and then he's gone on this field today, and he has been a difference maker.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hut.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He put some juice on a deep throw. He's got it inside the 10. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Packers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers tack on 7 more to their lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Look the hot.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Completed to Collins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Trying to push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So second down coming up.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers get it as he makes his third interception in this game.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Come on, set. Ready.
On first down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on third and long. That's caught for the first. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's first and goal.
Green Jack. Smash, red. Hut.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it second and goal.
Here we go, set. Black shot. Ready.
Love to throw again. This one's caught. Broke through the tackle. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Jacobs. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Packers are running them out of the building. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers continue adding on to that lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short of the 25. All right, 1 more snap to play here.
All right. Why, Tony?
1 final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So this is a Packers win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.